Caitlin Clark joins star-studded club with Taylor Swift as 72-year-old legacy makes room for Fever star. Rookie of the Year. Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. NCAA's all-time leading scorer. Forbes 30 Under 30. One of the top 100 most powerful women in the world, as per Forbes. Caitlin Clark's rise has been nothing short of meteoric, a story written in record-breaking performances and game-changing moments. And now, she finds herself in yet another elite club, one that includes music icons like Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo. According to a recent post on X by the account Claire, Caitlin Clark Style, Caitlin Clark joins Beyoncé, Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo in the small group to have Mad Libs. For the fans' books, the Caitlin Clark edition will release on November 4th. The book, written by Katie Farron-Baker, is set to bring Clark's influence beyond the court and into the hands of her fans in a new, interactive way. Mad Libs, a word game invented in 1953 by Roger Price and Leonard Stern, has been a staple of pop culture for over 70 years. It has featured some of the biggest names in entertainment, and now, Clark is the latest to be immortalized. Her edition, Mad Libs, for the fans, Caitlin Clark edition, will contain 21 fill-in-the-blank stories about being a fan of Clark, women's basketball, and other sports. As the book's description reads, she shoots, she verb. With 21 fill-in-the-blank stories about being a fan of Caitlin Clark, women's basketball, and other sports, you can play alone, in a group, or in a 50,000-seat arena. Diana Taurasi gives 36 unrivaled players a harsh reality check as she drops greedy confession after retirement. Clark's addition to the Mad Libs legacy isn't just another accolade, it's a reflection of the cultural shift she's driving. Women's basketball has long fought for mainstream recognition, and Clark's impact extends far beyond the numbers she puts up on the court. Caitlin Clark claims the spotlight but never forgets the icons who lit the way. However, Clark also acknowledges the forces that paved the way for her. Even as she carves out her own legacy, she never fails to pay homage to Diana Taurasi, the WNBA's current GOAT, who recently announced her retirement. Clark spoke about Taurasi in an interview posted on Nike Basketball's Instagram page on February 23. When asked about her favorite matchup among other Nike hoopers during her rookie season, she didn't hesitate to give Taurasi her flowers. "You're gonna get me in trouble," Clark responded with a laugh. "Honestly, I'll just say DT, because she's such an icon in our sport and has been in the game for so long. You know, getting to share the court with her was pretty fun, and you just see her competitive spirit. Even though you're not on her team, you can just feel it as a competitor." As news of Diana Taurasi's retirement spread, Clark paid tribute to the icon. With a single, telling word, legend, Clark reposted ESPN's Instagram announcement, cementing Taurasi's enduring legacy. Now, Clark's focus shifts to the next chapter, bringing a championship to Indiana. The Fever have been active in reshaping their roster through the WNBA transfer window, adding experienced names like Duana Bonner Connecticut, Yellen Brown, Sydney Colson, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Brianna Turner. With a fresh supporting cast, Clark is looking to capture what eluded her in the NCAA, a championship. But with the WNBA more competitive than ever, her biggest test is only just beginning. Liberty ready to run it back, but Caitlin Clark's Fever might be their ultimate test. Hawkeyes star outlines Caitlin Clark's role in countering Juju Watkins' threat with USC. Iowa's rising star Lucy Olson revealed how Caitlin Clark prepped her former squad for the face-off with Juju Watkins, leading to a sensational win over USC. The Hawkeyes delivered the Trojans' first Big Ten loss of the season at a buzzing Carver Hawkeye Arena. Following their 76-69 triumph, Clark's iconic number 22 jersey was immortalized in a retirement ceremony organized by the University of Iowa. The WNBA Rookie of the Year was pivotal in skyrocketing the profile of women's college basketball during her celebrated 4-year tenure with the team. From 2020 to 2024, the point guard prodigy shattered numerous records, including the all-time NCAA points record. Not the only phenom, Harlem Globetrotter wants it known that the WNBA was popular before Caitlin Clark. That is what Cheryl George, aka Harlem Globetrotters Torch, wanted to remind everyone when she appeared on TalkSport's airwaves during Hawksby and Jacobs' afternoon show. When asked about the exposure, growth and popularity that the WNBA has seen over the last year, George made it known that the league has always been talented and always deserving of the recognition it is starting to get. "It's well overdue," George said. "I love the women's game getting that exposure finally. We've been talented. It ain't like Caitlin Clark is the only phenom. It goes way back, growing up when the WNBA started. George was by no means disparaging Clark or the impact she has made on the league in such a short time. There's no denying that Clark's arrival has coincided with the league's exponential growth. That's not a coincidence. George was just saying how the WNBA has always been made up of talented players. And that Clark wasn't the first star to come through the league. Lisa Leslie was the first player to dunk in the WNBA, credit Getty. It's always been exciting, George said. We've always had players that were flashy, that could hit the three. Getting that exposure, getting the opportunity to use that platform and having men believe in us too. It makes a difference. I'm happy where it is and there's still room to grow. That pay gap is still there, but the women's sport has always been great. It's just now finally getting acknowledged. Before the likes of Clark, Angel Reese, Aya Wilson, Brina Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, there was Diana Taurasi, Tamika Catchings, Cynthia Cooper, Maya Moore, Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, Sue Bird. The list goes on and on. The point is, the WNBA has had elite talent since its inception in 1997. That much is clear.